So today we are answering some questions that have been presented to us many times, not just once. So that's why we felt that it was better to answer them through this medium rather than repeating ourselves over and over again with people requesting personal readings, communications with us. So the first one is about manifesting in the fifth. A lot of you are having problems moving from the old paradigm of manifesting from the fourth, which is to manifest from the mind, from that strong will and intention, from affirmation, from these sorts of things. Now, there's a lot actually written about it. There's a lot of movies about it. The Secret is one of them you're all aware of. And it is absolutely correct. However, in having said that, each level, each initiation that you go through and each dimension has different aspects of the truth. So therefore, the way in which you manifest in the third dimension is different to the way in which you manifest in the fourth dimension. Therefore, in the fifth, it is going to be different. It doesn't mean that what you've been doing is wrong and that those people cheated you or lied to you or anything like that. They gave you their honest truth. It simply means that your education is going to another level. So to manifest in the fifth, the only way to do it is to come from the heart. And the way to do that is to spend a minute, sometimes more if you feel, concentrating on your physical heart. Only on your physical heart, not your heart chakra, that's different. Okay? So your third eye is what you used in the fourth. Remember the way the dimensions go. The first is matter, the second is emotional, it's instinct, the third is mental, the fourth is psychic. So you understand about energy and how it works, and you incorporate that in the way in which you manifest, right? By visioning. The fifth is unity consciousness. It is the first, let's say, absolute layer of light. The first dimension that doesn't have any shadow or darkness in it, right? Now, there is a fifth dimension of dark, but they do not coexist. Okay? They separate at this point, and we've explained this before. So, when you're moving into the fifth, which many of you are doing, and the planet is also doing, you're finding it difficult to manifest in the old way. And you feel like you're stuck. You're not moving. Nothing's happening. You'll know that you're moving into the fifth, not only through some of the body sensations, and there's plenty of information on the internet about what that is to do with the, the third eye, the crown chakra expanding, the nervous system changing. There's lots of information about that you can access. But one of the true signs is that when your time frame starts to get messed about. So in other words, you can't remember what you did yesterday. And sometimes what you did this morning feels like you did 10 days ago. So, or you may have the feeling that it's Friday instead of Monday. All your times get all mixed up, and that's because you're moving into the now, into the present moment. Remember, we said to you very clearly that when you move from the fourth dimensional reality, which has karmic repercussions, what you give out, you receive back. That's how you manifest, right? Energy given out, energy you receive back. There's a time frame between it. When you move into the fifth, the time frame changes. So therefore, you are literally creating as you go along, which means that you have to be in the present moment. You have to be in the now, which is why you're forgetting so much, which is why your time frames are all over the place. okay? Because you're sort of 1 foot in the 4th and 1 foot in the 5th, which is normal. That's what's happening. So don't think that there's something wrong with you, that you're not good enough to go there, because you are. So you are moving from manifesting in that, you know, really concentrating, sending the energy out, doing affirmations, vision boarding, putting an awful lot of time into your manifestation, into manifesting only from the heart. We will speak a bit more about unity consciousness in a moment, so that can cover some of the questions that you're already thinking of now. So to manifest from the heart means to literally go into your heart physical. You know that there is a lot of information and scientific knowledge backing that information, that you have brain cells in the heart, that you have a vortex that expands from the heart that is 5,000 times greater than the vortex that expands from the third eye in the way in which it manifests. So when you start to concentrate on your physical heart, if you do it for 1 minute, just 1 minute, you put your hand on your heart, you start to feel it beat. And if you're the sort of person who loves to think about everything and your mind can't stop, we would suggest that you hum at that point. So you just put your hand on your heart and you hum. And as you hum, imagine that you're placing that hum in your heart. So your physical eyes go to your heart, your third eye, your consciousness goes to your heart, your hand goes to your heart, your breath goes to your heart, your sound goes to your heart. If you can do that for 1 minute, 2 times a day minimum, you will begin to transform your life. Clearly, if you choose to, and you're in some sort of state, you can just go to somewhere quiet, sit and do that, and you will bring yourself back into your heart. Now, when you begin to concentrate on your heart and go into your heart, the way in which you manifest changes. You no longer have these, how can we say, like longings, this feeling of, I really need this. If I have this, I'll get a partner. If I have this, people will like me. If I get this job, I'll feel successful. You know, that's all 4th dimensional, right? It's what the media is telling you. You have to have this, otherwise you're not pretty enough, you're not good enough, you're not successful enough, etc. And it's been brainwashing you all. So when you move into the heart center of unity consciousness within the 5th dimension, all of those pangs, those longings, those inadequacies begin to leave you. And you begin to realize, actually, I don't need all of those things. And some of you are already getting to that. Some of you are already letting go of those things and simplifying your lives. The truth is that when you move into operating from the heart, what you need to manifest in order to fulfill your mission in this lifetime will automatically come to you. Haven't you ever noticed that when you just forget about the rush and you simply are being, the biggest opportunities come to you? When you let go of what it is that you've been trying to make happen and you say, okay, that's it. Not with anger, you don't let it go with despair, but you just say, oh, I can't hold this anymore. And you literally stop thinking about it, and the next thing it comes. It's because you've then allowed the energy to flow. So when the energy flows and you are creating from one moment to the next moment, whatever you need in that moment comes to you. For some of you, it is different. Each one of you is unique. So if you really want to move into the 5th and to manifest within the 5th and let go of all this desire, this struggle to have money, how many times we are asked in personal interactions with people, will I have more money? Will I win the lottery? Will I, get a better job? Well, it's all centered. The first questions you normally ask are around money and relationships. Money is usually the first thing, and you all think that money is going to bring you happiness, and it's not. Because money, as we said before, is the conduit. So it simply is this. The more that you take your awareness and your consciousness to the heart, and it's very simple to do, it's not complicated, it doesn't need to be complicated, the more you will follow your life's mission and have and draw to you what you require to do that. Now, for some, the life mission encompasses telling the entire world about something, sharing a lot of information. So the means to do that will come. For some, it's a simple way of living. And for those, that will happen. When you let go of the neediness, that strong desire, you let yourself go on the mental plane from all the advertising, from all the manipulation, from all the control, and you place yourself in your heart, you will find ease. You will find that what you need will come to you. That doesn't mean that you can't say to yourself, well, I'd really like a new dress, or I'd like a new car, or I'd like to live in this area of the world because that feels right to me. Then if it feels right to you, it will happen. What we're saying is that you don't need to push it. You don't need to feel bad about yourself, pushing, struggling, visualizing every day, writing it down every day, affirming it every day. You don't need to do that to attain it. You simply need to be it, to center yourself within it, to feel it. When you feel peace, when you go into your heart and you hum or whatever way you do it, when you feel that peace, when you connect with that peace that you feel, that oneness, and that's all about the fifth dimension, you feel that oneness, that divine connection to everything. There's no room for struggle. There's no room for pain or disappointment. There's no room for the shadow. There is only room for the light. So be it.